후식으로 먹기 좋은. 근데 rice cake soup, 그럼 뭔가 디저트로 만든 수프로 들려요. 그래서 좀 먹고 싶지 않게 들리기 때문에, 맛있게 들리지 않기 때문에 rice cake soup이라고 하지 않고요. 그냥 떡국이라고 하는 게 더 좋을 것 같습니다. So again, let's return back to the screen and fix this so it sounds a little bit more appetizing. Alright, so instead of rice cake soup, let's just spell out 떡국. And I hope you guys remember because we utilize it so many times. Apparently, we use a double T to spell it out. Kind of looks like 떡국, but it is pronounced 떡국. 떡국, how about can digest and absorb fast? Now, it's something that's already happened in the past or it's something that could be done. So let's use a past tense. 떡국 can be digested and absorbed. Would it be fast in this case or would it be quickly? I would definitely recommend quickly. I know it's very confusing which one to use, but there are usually a set of words that go with fast, and quickly is something that could be done. Fast is usually things like cars that go fast, they move rapidly. Alright, so in this context we're using quickly, okay? 떡국 can be digested and absorbed quickly. One last time. 떡국 can be digested and absorbed quickly. And of course, I have my recommendation as always. But once again, the Korean sentence says, 떡국은 소화 흡수가 빠르다. And how would I translate this? 떡국 has a high digestion absorption rate. One more time, it's a little bit of a tongue twister there. 떡국 has a high digestion absorption rate. You're talking about the exact same thing, but I'm talking about it in context of rates. 뭔가 더 빠른 속도로 된다는 걸 하이라이트하기 위해서 rates라는 단어를 사용했는데요. Now here you talk about high and low. When you're talking about a rate, you don't say quickly or slowly, but you say it in the context of high or low. Okay, note that. Once again, I would like to translate it as 떡국 has a high digestion absorption rate. One last time. 떡국 has a high digestion absorption rate. It's a tongue twister, so keep in mind. All right, let's take a closer look at the next tweet. 어렸을 때는 떡국을 2그릇 이상 먹었다. 빨리 어른이 되고 싶어서. Alright, I can definitely sympathize with that. When I was younger, all I wanted to do was grow older. Now here you've written for us. When I was young, I ate more than 2 plates of 떡국 because I want to get old fast. Now again, before I dive into translating this, I would like to add a comma. Because this is a very long sentence, I don't want to confuse anyone. So, when I was young, comma, I ate more than 2. How about bowls? I taught you earlier that 떡국 comes in bowls, not plates, right? So, if you can't see that, I'm going to spell bowls up for you one more time. It's not a plate. 떡국 never comes in a plate. That would be quite disastrous. It would be very messy. It comes in bowls, okay? I ate more than 2 bowls of 떡국. Why? Because I want to get old faster. Now, this is something that happened in the past. 어렸을 때 있었던 일이죠. So, past tense를 사용해야죠. I wanted to get old faster. I wanted to get old faster. Now, the problem here is the word get old. Doesn't get old sound a little bit negative? I think there are certain words that are very in the iffy zone. It's in the gray zone. So you're not exactly sure if it has a positive or a negative connotation. Well, I think get old sounds a little bit offensive. Maybe I'm being a little bit sensitive because I am getting older. But anyway, I think there's a different way to fix this up a little bit. So let's move on back to the screen and see a different recommendation. Get old faster 대신에 다른 말을 쓸 수도 있어요. How about grow up faster, grow up faster. 뭔가 어렸을 때, 굉장히 어린이였을 때는 get old는 약간 늙는다 이런 느낌이 있고요. grow up는 좀 나이가 든다 이런 뜻이 있기 때문에 grow up이라는 단어가 더 좋은 것 같아요. So together in this sentence we could say When I was young, I ate more than 2 bowls of 떡국 because I wanted to grow up faster. One more time. When I was young, I ate more than 2 bowls of 떡국 because I wanted to grow up faster. And of course, I always have my recommendation as well. Now, the Korean sentence one more time said, 어렸을 때는 떡국을 2그릇 이상 먹었다. 빨리 어른이 되고 싶어서. And there's many different recommendations, but this is my personal recommendation. When I was younger, I had at least 2 bowls of tteokguk in hopes of becoming an adult faster. 자, adult, 어른이 되는 거, 빨리 어른이 되고 싶어서 I think this is a more appropriate way to literally translate it in hopes of becoming an adult faster. But note that in the earlier part of the sentence, I used the word when I was younger. 그냥 영이 아니라 younger라고 했죠. Now, this is for those of you guys who aren't really feeling that old yet. Now, if you're like 20 years old and you say when I was young, it sounds a little bit weird. 20살밖에 안 됐는데 제가 어렸을 때는 그럼 좀 이상하게 들리거든요. So I think it's very appropriate to write younger. So you note that it is comparative. 지금에 비해서 어렸을 때 이런 뜻이죠. When I was younger. Okay, I think that's something for those of you guys who are younger to highlight, okay? When I was younger, I had at least 2 bowls of tteokguk in hopes of becoming an adult faster. One last time, I'm going to read it. When I was younger, I had at least 2 bowls of tteokguk in hopes of becoming an adult faster. Now, I'm not exactly sure why, but when we're younger, all we can think about is growing up faster. We always talk about when I grow up, I want to do this, I want to do that. When I'm older, I'm going to experience this, experience that. But honestly, I think the best thing to do is seize the day, carpe diem as it goes by, okay? All right, on that note, we're happy to move on to the last segment of the day, which is Celebrity Tweet. Here we go.